down below. Remember them cold nights, I was sleeping on the floor.
Yo, what's good, homies? It's your girl, Dope Deidre here, and welcome back to my channel. Super glad you guys stopped by to paint with me. And if you guys didn't catch it from the title, this is my first time. First time on camera painting a basket. First time painting a basket, period. Like, I've never done this before. So, you guys are getting an exclusive, and I'm super excited. Okay. Let me calm down. But anyways, guys, this is going to be a super simple project. And wait a minute. This is definitely a cat-friendly channel, honey, okay? You guys will be seeing Egypt in plenty of my videos. And she's single. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So this project is super simple. And you'll be able to complete it within like a few hours. No joke. Most of these projects that I do take like hours upon hours. And somehow I managed to condense it in a 15-minute video for you guys. So yeah. Alright guys. So for this part, you're going to want to get pretty comfortable. Because now what I'm basically about to do is just tape off any of the parts of the basket that I don't want to get paint on. Now, when I was painting this, I really wanted to just kind of do it pretty fast. So I didn't really want, painting carefully to be a factor. I wanted to just, paint. You know what I'm saying? So I would highly advise you guys use painter's tape. You don't have to do this part, but if you want like perfection, like me, I would do painter's tape. So pretty much what you're going to do is take the painter's tape and tape off any parts of the basket that you don't want to get the paint on. For this particular basket, I chose to tape around the lighter shading of the basket. So as you guys can see, like the lighter brown part, I taped anywhere around the edges of that so that when I got to painting, I could just swipe, you know? Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, shout out to Goodwill. Now, this video is definitely not sponsored by anyone except for myself and my own coins. However, Goodwill is definitely the plug when it comes to anything old, vintage, reused, recycled. You know what? I don't need to explain the Goodwill. Y'all know what's up. Anyways, this basket only cost me $6.99. Talk about a steal, honey. Yes. Also, guys, a really quick disclaimer. This video isn't necessarily a DIY project. However, I did want to film something for you guys that was creative and fun. And again, a first time. So hopefully this inspires you guys to get out and paint something or do something for the first time that you didn't necessarily think you could accomplish, but you did it. Alright guys, so this part of the project is pretty tedious, I'm not gonna lie. I told y'all to get comfortable before we started this part. But anyways, this part is pretty tedious. However, if you want your basket to come out perfection like mine did, I highly advise, highly advise you to use painter's tape. It's that simple. And this project was super fun. while I was doing it. Like, I don't know what it was about, like, laying the tape and doing the paint, but it was really fun and very soothing. But I'm weird like that. And if you guys are watching this channel, you're probably weirdos too. And that's okay with me. All right, friends. Here we're pretty much going to use some type of sharp edged item. And it doesn't even have to be sharp. Like here you guys see me pretty much using the end of a gaming cord. And I'm just going in around the painter's tape and pushing in those raw edges inside the basket. So that way when I paint, there's literally no paint getting on any parts of the basket that I don't want paint getting on. I know, I know. Again, this step is probably unnecessary. However, I'm a perfectionist and I'm a Virgo. Shout out to the Virgos. But this is just a step to make sure your basket is nice and has a clean cut finish. You guys are going to thank me later, especially if you plan on selling this basket, which I did, honey. Okay, I sold it. Plus, be sure to stay tuned to the end of this video so you guys can see what all things I included inside the basket. When I say they were super dope, yo, you don't want to miss that part. I also included for you guys in this video a few oddly satisfying sounds. Turn your speakers up for this one, yo. So, as you guys can see, I pretty much went around the entire base of the basket, including the sides, and just painted like this. So here, I'm just taking the larger paintbrush and going back over the parts I've already painted to give it that even coated look. I wanted the basket again to be, you know, like a perfect finish. So we're just going back over the parts that we already painted. And you can see literally the paint evening out as I'm like brushing over it. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. So this paint was really thick. I actually bought this at Joann's and I want to say it was like $7. So I really didn't need to paint the basket a second time. I just kind of, while it was still wet, went over it again one more time and then let the whole thing dry. So pretty much like in between the times I went over it, it was like a 10-minute period. And depending on what type of acrylic paint you use or what brand, that will determine like how many coats you'll need to use. For a thinner paint, you'll probably want to use more than one coat. I think I used about 2 coats and I only waited 10 minutes in between that time. Then you'll let it dry for 7 hours or longer, again, depending on how many coats you used. And that's it. You have just created the perfect picnic basket. You're welcome. And this was what I included in my picnic basket. So if you guys do decide to recreate this look, make sure you share in the comments. I would love to see. Thanks again for watching, friends.